What's going on, guys? It's your boy FailWhale. Today we are checking out Stargate SG-1. This one is season number 9, episode number 7. The Ori are scheming, so let's see what's going on over today. RIP to Vala. She is now gone to Valhalla. She is out of here. I'm excited just to see how season 9 is going to continue to progress now that Sam's back in the picture. The threat and scale and scope is just even bigger and better than ever before. SGA is also ramping up pretty big as well, so just fun times ahead of us, guys. So with that being said, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into it, guys. Actually, before we do, I'm pretty behind, but I do have that tier list video coming, and I also have a little bit of extra things I want to give you guys. I need to figure out the details about how I made it. My voice is also gone. I was at a wedding. Check this out, guys. Skara, our boy Raw, Kowalski, my boy Daniel Jackson. So pretty much I was at like this retro gaming store not too long ago, and I saw these and I'm like, I have to get them for the gang. So gonna be figuring out a way to sort of do like a giveaway for all of you guys. With that being said, guys, I'm just gonna catch up on a bunch of things and then we'll get all those things going. Let's dive back into the series. All right, let's see what the Trust is up to. They're out here in the night. This is actually opening up like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode. Oh, never mind. I think we had a wild Jaffa. Also, this is my first time watching this new intro. We've passed 9x6. Okay, we got the 3D graphics. Explosions. Okay, there's a lot going on here. They've sort of got an SJ look to it with how the close-ups are. But this doesn't have that saturation feel. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So I guess that sort of confirms this is like the
body was discovered this morning on a remote road. It was found literally in the middle of nowhere, about 3 miles north of a little town called Edison, population 3,012.
The symbol on his forehead indicates that he was a servant of Lord Yu.
Okay.
Many of whom now follow Garrick. I will speak to him.
Very well. Colonel Mitchell, you're with Tilk.
Me and Tilk have matching haircuts now. I had to get in tune with season 9.
So, General Landry briefed me on the circumstances surrounding our mystery Jaffa.
Yeah, I think I got something on that.
Pharaoh Marshall.
Yeah, you familiar with them?
They're an aeronautics...
Steroids size matters. Size does matter.
It turns out that their plant in Virginia employed about 800 residents of Edison until it closed down 6 months ago.
Here we go.
Okay, we out here?
Their chief financial officer went missing yesterday morning.
Interesting timing.
The gate do be looking clean.
The Tok'ra only wish to meet with us because they fear us.
And don't get me started about the damn Tari.
That we use our newfound strength to take what we want. That we emulate our former oppressors.
Tilk's right, you kicked ass, you're sitting pretty. Don't get hung up on...
He said, boy.
Outsiders are not permitted to address the council.
Step back.
We have fought too long and too hard to entrust our future to the Tok'ra. Or the Tauri, for that matter.
To be fair, though, the Tok'ra haven't been the most honest bunch of people over the past 9 years. Let alone the hundreds, right?
A word.
Tilk.
A Jaffa was discovered on Earth. Dead.
Oh, strange.
He was a servant of Lord Yu's, and I assumed a follower of yours.
Well, it may be. But I don't seem to recognize him. My obligation to the council requires my presence elsewhere. I'm sure you understand.
Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. I mean, the way that this guy's moving, I would not be surprised if he's trying to get the drop on us. You know? Little secret ops mission. Oh, Civvy Daniel.
It was about 6 months ago when he started acting strangely.
What do you mean, strangely?
You've got to understand, Alex has always been incredibly focused when it comes to his job, and at first I just assumed he had a lot on his plate. So I hired a private investigator and I had him followed.
And what did the investigator find out?
A couple of days after accepting the job, he quit, returned all of my money, and strongly suggested that I drop the matter. He did some surveillance in those first 2 days. These are the photos that he took. I offered them to the police, but they didn't think the photos were pertinent to their investigation.
Do you mind if we hold on to these?
No, go ahead.
He still refuses to speak.
The prisoner is strong.
Then we must be strong, Yadyef.
Oh boy.
It was through instruments like this we were oppressed.
Yeah, the cycle of pain continues. Oh.
You will surrender your secrets. I am sure.
I missed you, Carter.
Charlotte Mayfield, VP here at FailWhale Marshall. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you a few questions about your plant in Virginia. Some of the residents of Edison claim they saw trucks traveling to and from the plant a couple of nights ago.
They're mistaken.
How about Richmond? Anyone from FailWhale Marshall have reason to go there? According to his wife, Alex Jameson was on his way to Richmond, Virginia when he went missing.
We've cooperated with the local authorities on Mr. Jameson's disappearance. Company policy prevents me from discussing that with you.
She's like this bitch.
Your CFO is missing.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I think we're done here.
Are her eyes gonna glow up?
You can be sure that's not the end of it.
Of course not.
Ah!
We've only just begun.
Ball Industries! He's Tony Stark! The Gould have come to the Tari! How do we get rid of the Earth? How do we get rid of the SG-1? We start a corporation. I thought Cliff Simons was gonna pop up in like
and managed to put names to some of the faces from the photographs Sheila Jameson provided.
like a flashback or something.
Now, all the individuals we've managed to identify so far are major players in the areas of business and high finance. In the case of these two, very missing.
Missing?
Terrence Evans and William Blaylock, founding partners of Procyon Media Enterprises.
You see a possible Gould connection here?
Well, we already know that sometime last year the Gould successfully infiltrated the trust.
Yep.
There's a good chance we didn't get them all. And if that's the case, Gould are still on Earth.
We must leave Dakar and seek our answers elsewhere.
The answers you seek are on Earth.
Whose man's?
What do you know of the Jaffa we discovered?
He lost his life trying to secure Garrick's prize. Ball.
Ball's on Earth.
That is where he sought refuge immediately following his defeat.
Oh wow.
He has been there ever since.
Telling me a member of the Jaffa High Council claims that Ball has been here on Earth for the better part of the last 9 months?
It's kind of crazy.
So the council member is either lying or she's a victim of bad intelligence.
Well, not all bad, sir. They knew enough to look for Ball at a trust-operated facility.
If the Jaffa genuinely believe Ball to be on Earth, they will continue to search for him.
Well, that's obviously unacceptable.
Ball's capture would be a big moral victory as well as a huge political gain for whoever brings him in.
Yeah.
Should Garrick be successful, he would win the hearts of many undecided Jaffa.
The fact that the company's CFO went missing around the same time that the Jaffa was killed.
You think Jameson was at the plant when they came looking for Ball?
These company and normal politics are getting pretty spicy.
He has revealed Ball's location and the locations of his various shelters on Earth.
Bro, we just have outcaches going through Manhattan, huh? That's how we're moving now. This is literally a different show now.
Come on.
Where is the false god, Ball?
This is so odd, just seeing Jaffa roll up in the middle of a cubicle. This is so funny. Bro. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd see a day where there's Uzis versus some Jaffa blasters in Scranton.
They're 5 floors above us.
I know. We're leaving.
Yo, Ball kind of looks fire in their tux, in a suit.
These offices were a war zone. Staff weapons versus semi-automatics.
Who won?
Hard to say. There was no bodies and all the security footage was missing.
I have something to show you. We just received this.
Although it's a far cry from some of the better worlds I've conquered in my days, this planet is not without its charm.
That's,
In retrospect, I'm actually glad. Said, Earth is not without its drawbacks. The foremost being an alarming lack of privacy. All I ask is to be left alone without having to worry about you, the Jaffa, or any of my former enemies coming after me. So, allow me to live out the rest of my days here on Earth in peace, without interference, I will follow your laws. You will never have cause to fear me again.
This guy's trying to play by the book, huh?
That said, you should know that I've placed an aqueduct bomb in the United States.
Yo, a man like Ball said, "Hey, I just want to move to your world. I want to be a businessman in the States, and all I ask is for freedom. Forget all the war crimes and people and civilizations I've enslaved. Forget all of that. Let me just have an LLC. And in case you don't, I have a nuke." Look at Landry's like, this guy. Who does this guy think he is? That's an evil, low key. See, there's a Gould popping up.
Of all the retirement destinations he could choose, he has to pick our planet.
That's what I'm saying.
The Prometheus has instruments which can detect Nakoda from orbit, does it not?
Yes, but so far the scans have come up empty.
So it could be a
He
bluff.
could be bluffing, exactly.
Bluffing or not, he's still a threat. As de facto head of the trust operations, he has the resources and capabilities to do a lot of damage.
Problem number one, how do we find him? Problem number two, how do we take him out without inflicting collateral damage?
Good point.
If we use the symbiote poison the Toker developed, we already know it won't harm human physiology.
And with the right delivery system, nothing but net. Nice.
The NID is running surveillance on the individuals identified in the photographs with Jameson. Hopefully, eventually one of them will lead us to Ball.
Of equal concern are Garrick's Jaffa.
Lighting here is great.
We have no control. It is more likely that Garrick has a mothership somewhere in the vicinity of Earth.
Well, if the Prometheus was going to detect the Nakoda from orbit, it would have done it by now.
I'll send them out to look for the mothership. Colonel Mitchell, I want you and Tilk on board.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is quite the shakeup.
Hey, wait up.
Oh, the old logo? New one? Oh. What? What's the difference?
That's better.
Ah, that got me the feels.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. Any word from NORAD?
SSN came up empty. Could the ship we're looking for be cloaked?
Motherships do not possess cloaking capabilities.
Hey, long time.
Well, I couldn't exactly have you guys catching a cab to the stakeout, now could I? One of our agents following the Jameson lead spotted an individual matching Ball's description at the Gilbride Hotel on 5th Street about an hour ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You picking up anything at all? Unusual variances, anomalous energy readings?
No, sir.
Nah, this might be one of my favorite interiors. I love the mellow vibes.
But unlikely.
Spacious.
If Garrick... Colonel Pendergast.
Scan it.
Plot a course for the far side of the moon.
What's the situation?
They're still inside from 1602. All the exits are covered. We're just waiting for the green light.
All right, locked and loaded. Let's go. Hey, Sam, are you two gonna have a talk or what? You didn't even say hi like that. That's what I'm saying.
How have you been?
Exactly.
Pretty good. You?
Yeah, pretty good. What's new?
I'm not engaged anymore.
Let's see. I was leading R&D for a while there. I needed something with more flexible hours. Janet's adopted daughter, Cassie, was going through a hard time.
Oh, I see.
How's been?
We broke up.
So you're single again?
Not exactly.
All right, so her and Jack are still seeing each other. I was wondering what's up with that.
Lock on target.
Target locked. Sir, we're receiving a communication from the mothership.
Let's check it.
Withdraw, or we will be forced to defend ourselves.
Sorry. We're not going anywhere.
This is our end. This is our hood. Like, what are you talking about? You will get blasted. Oh, that's my favorite card, 350Z. Dude, I love Zs.
Come on, where are they?
Ugh. Look at Ball and this hot boy shit.
Barrett, you better be damn sure about this.
We're sure. Let them go and come to the van.
Dude, missed opportunity not to see Apophis running shit on Earth. Ugh.
It wasn't him.
How do you know?
Because he can't be in two places at once. Ball is across town right now doing a live television interview.
Oh, I was gonna say, I would have seen Apophis being like a superstar.
My acquisition of Hamel Technologies and its subsidiaries is just a first step. No doubt, most of you have never heard of me before today. Well, I can assure you that over the next few months, you will all get to know me very well.
This is Colonel Pendergast of the Earth ship Prometheus asking you to stand down.
We will not withdraw our forces.
Look, we know why you're here.
You and your Jaffa are at a disadvantage, knowing neither territory nor its inhabitants. Allow us to assist you in apprehending Ball.
I am afraid we are past the point where our differences can be settled so readily. I am sorry, Teal.
Damn, he meant that.
Well, they still got boots on the ground.
Nothing we can do about that.
Perhaps we can.
Our orders are to stay put for the time being.
You've got to be kidding me.
By going public, he's made it more difficult for us to take him down quickly and covertly.
Yep.
We make a move against him now and we risk a media circus.
Okay, we'll stay.
The General's consulting with the Pentagon to determine what our next move should be.
When the other council members discover that Garrick has not been completely forthcoming, they will turn against him and force his hand. Garrick must be shamed into removing his forces from Earth.
Our former enemies must pay for their crimes. This I promise you, and we will destroy them.
You speak of honor, Garrick. Yet you disrespect this council by dishonoring it with your lies. Even as we speak, Garrick's followers are hunting Ball on Earth.
Of this we are well aware.
I have
Hey,
wished
yo.
to inform the council soon,
Finesse!
but
You dare question my loyalty.
Your loyalty is not under question, Teal'c. However, your allegiance to the Tari presents you with a difficult dilemma.
I accomplished much in our long struggle against our former oppressors, but only because of the support of the Tari. And now you would repay them by surreptitiously stealing upon their world, putting their people, to say nothing of the Stargate program, at risk. They are our allies. Rather than dishonor them by trespassing onto their world, respect them enough to tell them the truth. They will help us.
But, will they?
They are as determined to have Ball answer for his crimes as are we. He will be brought before this council where he will face his proper punishment. You have my word.
Ain't no guarantee the U.S. government is going to give them Ball.
It was only to give Garrick pause before his next attack against Ball on Earth.
My boy Siler,
Satellite tracking has placed Ball in a
Off-world
remote,
king.
heavily guarded compound west of the city.
Clearly, he is emboldened by the belief that you would not dare attack him now that he has made himself a public figure.
We have a cruise missile prepped with symbiote poison and ready to launch on your command.
General, I recommend we launch now, maybe the last chance we get.
And the council?
I merely promised he would be delivered if captured. If he is killed, then there is no difficulty.
savage.
What's news?
Stargate Command intends to attack.
You got something else for me, Walter?
Yes, sir. We just got this sent to us.
You have chosen not to heed my warning. There is a bomb in the Halcyon Tower in downtown Seattle. It will detonate at exactly 1:30 p.m. local time. Defy me, and this will be just the first of many such demonstrations.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Agent Barrett, have your men tighten their perimeter around the compound. No one in or out.
Where are you going?
Seattle.
How the hell are you gonna get there?
Oh, don't worry. Ah! This is so crazy. Oh my god. It's still taking some getting used to just see how quickly things are escalating. Like literally, I think by what was it like season and even at the end of season 6 we had shit, you know? So much has changed.
Colonel Carter.
In a season and a half to 2.
We're unable to get a fix on its location.
Wipe the hard drives and destroy the equipment. I want nothing left.
The Jaffa.
Colonel Carter and her team are still searching. No sign of the bomb yet. Dr. Jackson reports Jaffa at the target site. They've engaged the compound guards.
Let's not hesitate, General Landry.
Launch the missile.
No bombs.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like there's Naquita everywhere.
How old is this building?
Colonel, did you find the bomb?
Sort of.
What's that supposed to mean?
Readings indicate the entire superstructure of the building is laced with Naquita.
There's Naquita in the beams.
The building, sir.
The bomb is the building.
Bomb is the building.
Sir, we have a confirmed hit on the location. Agent Barrett and his team are moving in to secure the area.
I almost feel like they just reused that same clip of Landry just looking at the camera.
That Naquita ain't gonna go up on its own. There's gotta be a detonator there.
I agree, but it could be anywhere. Inside a wall, under a floor, we'd never find it in time.
I'll contact Prometheus, have them beam you and your team out of there.
Wait.
That's it, Prometheus.
They're gonna try and suck up the whole building? Materialize it somewhere else?
What can I do for you?
Oh, we're just having fun now.
It worked. I'm sorry to report, sir. It looks like Ball escaped.
Yo, we just literally copy and pasted a building and blew it up.
Garrick's ways are not the ways of the future. Your rash actions not only allowed Ball to escape, but caused the lives of many of our brothers.
They did not die in vain.
Oh, they got him.
My rash actions were necessary, I'm sure you'll agree. The fact remains, it was my men who captured Ball.
Enjoy your short-lived taste of freedom.
Relax, we can't kill Ball. He's been king for so long. Really? No cap?
Ball did not escape. He was captured by Garrick's forces.
Well, yes and no.
He was dragged into the council chamber and executed before my very eyes.
It has to be a clone. It has to be a clone. It has to be a clone.
In the basement, we discovered a lab containing equipment and data related to genetic replication.
Boom! Yep.
Possible the real Ball could still be out there.
Damn it, yo, they're just snapping this season, bro. Mass teleports, massive gates, massive teleports.
That at approximately 12:45 this afternoon, local fire and emergency crews were dispatched to the scene. 2 hours later, when reporters were permitted to return to the area, all that
Bro. He low-key is he is Iron Man, but instead of multiple Tony Starks, multiple Iron Suits, there's multiple balls.
Think I'll turn in. We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
To know that at least Ball's living in style. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 9 episode number 7, guys. And I gotta say, season 9 is continuing to just amp up and just really go into new directions there. We literally had a massive gate being introduced. Now we just had the ideas of mass Asgard deletion and, you know, like that sort of a transportation similar. I guess that was more in line with like the things that the Asgard have used, right? We've seen them be able to just use it very quickly at larger scale. I think this is the first time that the Tari have done that on our own ships to save the day, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen now that that's been introduced. This was like a really fun sort of trust Tari centric episode, but also mixing in a lot of Jaffa politics. We got to see Garrick sort of catch a W, catch an L. Teal'c also catching an L there in the sense that he's going to have to let Garrick just get this sort of fake W against killing Ball now that there's been clone technology reintroduced here with him. I think the idea of having a character like Ball, probably one of the most charismatic and I think the longest lasting Gould almost at this point now, right? Like he's been in here for like 4 seasons straight now. He's been in power for like 3 of them. So he's probably the biggest heavy hitter, and now he's on Earth running a company, deep in bed with the trust the governments and such, and now has clones of him. So it seems like the SGC is going to have a lot of things going for them, both on Earth and in this galaxy and other galaxies as well. It's just basically going to be a shit show for them. So I'm going to be excited to see how that goes. And I thought this was a cool episode just for all those Ball elements. We also got to, you know, just sort of cement this new SG-1 team where it's going to be Teal'c, Sam, Cameron Mitchell, and of course Daniel Jackson, meaning that's basically 3/4 of the original SG-1 team, just missing Jack, who's obviously on break doing his own thing right now. But who's not on a break is actually Sam, and Jack seems like they're still romantically involved now after the events of the last season, so that's fun to see. Also cool to see our favorite NID man return. Him and Sam obviously had a thing in the past, and he sort of was inquiring. He's like, "Oh, you're single? Nice. I mean, I'm so sorry," you know. So I thought that was a lot of fun, and yeah, I think this was a cool episode for SG-1 in the sense that like it was really fun just to see one of our, you know, main staple Goulds. I don't, you know, it was so odd to see that, and as well as like I don't think anachronistic is when you see like when you have like music playing in a different something is in a different time period. That isn't what I would describe. That's not the right description for what we saw there with all the Jaffa in the in the cubicles, but it was just so out of place to see such a thing. I thought that made for a fun little action beat. Some of the Jaffa politics was actually pretty fun to watch there as well. Also, did Teal'c take like some like he's been working? I feel like he's been like his vocabulary and like his sentence structure is like increased significantly this season. Maybe the Navy's got him in some classes or something. I don't know. But guys, that was Stargate SG-1 season number 9, episode number 7. What did you guys think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this one, definitely be sure to smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I think Garrick is seeming to be a problem now. For a second, I was like, there's no way they actually just killed Ball. That would have been a pretty ballsy move, but by how quickly it sort of went through, I'm like, yeah, there's clone technology, so it seems like they went in that direction. But really just throwing everything at the wall now, going full throttle, I guess, for the last bit of the show, right? So that being said, guys, that was it for this one, and I'll see you guys in SGA right after this. Love you guys.